Hello and welcome YouTube. Welcome to more Captain of Industry. Today we're going to be looking to try and advance the technology a little bit more today. Now that we do have our better maintenance depot that is making more maintenance one per set of resources, we are going to be able to have a bit more left over for research, and we're going to try and take advantage of that and actually push through a bit. Partly we need to get through steel smelting and then construction, and we need to make better construction parts essentially. And I'm also going to double check the ratios of parts, see whether making steel into mechanical parts is more efficient than just making iron into mechanical parts, which I'm hoping that it is going to be more efficient and we can do it that way. Same with the steel into construction parts, because again, if we can do it more efficiently, great. But it looks like it might not be more efficient. But that's something I'm going to work out. So let's get going. Let's get going with it. Now that we are actually in a better spot, I am going to take advantage of it as well. And start making some research, because this is kind of keeping up. We've got our buffers up and running. We've got our priority set on both of these, meaning that it's only going to go to the research if we are backed up enough anyway. I'm not too concerned about that. I might start trying to build up the iron reserve again, gradually. We are definitely looking much better in that regard. Oh, we were doing this project as well. I'd forgotten a little bit about this project in the time, where we're digging it out to build more forest. Not trade. Yeah, and I think we're gonna pretty much just plonk the tower next to where we're going to be putting a load of trees. I think that was the most efficient one. Yeah. And we will sort of pause that and hold on to it. All that good stuff. But we are going to try and make sure we have plenty of wood from that. Got some research building up. We're not quite at the point where we can fully rely on this maintenance depot just yet. Ooh, let's do a quick bit of counting. So 15 iron makes 12 mechanical parts. This would be 12 iron. No, molten iron. So production. Ooh. Good grief.
Hello, D.
That didn't quite work as I was expecting it. Hello, Deranged. How are you doing? Thank you once again for the resubscription at 67 months. That is an awfully long time, and it is appreciated. And hello there, Shikaloi, as well. Excuse me, is this the Spiral Island? Yes, it is. It is indeed. I'm currently trying to work out whether it's more efficient to make iron mechanical parts or steel mechanical parts. Because it's 15 iron plate to make mechanical parts. Steel. Or it's 12 steel. Ooh. Let me try and work this out. So it's going to be... Oh yeah, how was your stream? Project Silverfish, it was fun. Nice. Sorry, I didn't drop in. I was dog sitting all week. I did see that you'd posted. So 15 iron makes 12, or 12 steel makes 24, which means that it's 6 steel to make 12, and 12 molten steel. God. So, I can't do this. Ugh. 12... 24 to make 12. 12 molten... I can't do this maths. Low poly Stalker like game. I've never played Stalker. I'm not actually totally sure what it is. It is responsible for ADACA, which is another low poly Stalker like sandbox, also brilliant. Fair enough. Right, this maths. I can do this maths. I'm not very good at mental maths these days. Brain is lacking in that department. So you've got 24 molten iron makes molten steel. So 2 molten iron makes 1 steel, which means you've got a 1-to-1 or a 2-to-1, but you need half as much. It's more efficient because instead of it being 15 to 12. Nope, I can't do it. Oh, I'm such an idiot. 12 makes 24. Molten steel. 12 molten steel makes 12 steel. 12 steel makes 24. 24 molten iron makes 12 molten steel. I can't do the maths. Such an idiot. Oh, god damn. It shouldn't be this difficult. My brain just can't get in gear. Right, you've got 24 molten iron. It either makes 12 molten steel or 24 iron. Right, okay, I get that. You either get 12 molten steel or 12 iron. To make mechanical parts, it either takes 15 iron or 12 steel to make 24. So it's actually 30 iron to make the same, which means it is 6 molten iron more efficient to do steel. There we go. Got it. That took far too long. Oh, my brain. Yeah, so it's 6 molten iron. It is like a quarter more efficient. Maybe a fifth more efficient to do molten steel for mechanical parts. That took me way longer than it should have. We just put me to Australia, so now it's pre-lunch. Wait, why am I in Australia? What did I miss while I was trying to do maths? Right, let's just get started on the research. And it's going to eat into the number of workers we have. Oh, that's right, we had a copper shortage. New Zealand has exactly 12 hours onto your time zone, so it's easy to remember for you. 13 for me. I see. Oh, that doesn't look good for the coal quantities. I'm going to have to redesign everything. Well, at least the maintenance is going up for now. Okay, the paths are built. Oh. Looks like there has been a little bit of slippage, which I wasn't totally expecting, if I'm honest. Where else can we concrete? There's heavy traffic going. I don't want to concrete here because we are going to be mining this out for the coal eventually. This area does look like it's being heavily used, so we are going to concrete this whole area. Okay. Your company is giving you English lessons on a platform where we can choose your teachers. Where you can choose your teachers yourself. Got one from the UK and one from New Zealand. Always fun. Well, at least you'll be good at distinguishing words in different dialects of the language. Able to interpret quite well, if you can understand it in the first place. I mean, British English is brutal. Brutally bad, that is. We can't talk at all. Let's cancel that. For you, it's more to use your English verbally, learning proper English like what we learned in it. Because you don't use it much to talk at work. Reading and writing is less of a problem. Ah, fair enough. Well, I hope my accent isn't too rough to understand. Well, I assume it's not, because you interact. So you must be able to... I must be talking I know I said legibly enough. Me talk English good, me do. No, I don't know where I was going with that. Something about talking all right. I must talk all right. You're listening to a lot of English audiobooks, so I've been exposed to some. Fair enough. Right. Okay, they've got nothing to use at the moment, so we'll disable those. We're just about kind of keeping up with maintenance production. Once we kind of top out, we'll actually start using mechanical parts for other things, like the research. I think we are topping out a little. Oh, better than me, bruv. Also watch, for example, Taskmaster Australia and Taskmaster New Zealand. Only had problems with understanding one contestant, really. Oh, fair enough. I'm not going to boost anything because we seem to be at a bit of an equilibrium with the iron and whatnot. So I'm just going to let that tick along. We are having a problem with water though. Ooh, that was a bit of a weird view. What? I mean, no valid destination. What? That's just full of sand. All right. And that was more because she has a disability in the way she talks is hard for you to get. You don't know why. Similar with lyrics, sometimes you can't understand them even though they are quite clear. Something brain. Yeah, fair enough. The thing is, I don't want to dump sand elsewhere. I actually want sand because we can use it. This is the problem. Let's do that. And we'll do that as well. It's probably going to suck, but whatever. Okay, we can stop that for a little bit. And transition back to mining out the mountain of dirt. Speaking of coal, the area is ever so slightly not right anymore. With that being said, though, we are going to trim it off and then work on this massive pile of rock again. We've managed to empty out the sand. Time to clear out this mountain. Iron is looking a bit ropey, which is because we're mining a bit too much rock, I think. Uh-oh. Get off the cliff's edge. Something just popped up. Water. That's fine. Not ideal. But we are starting to build up our little rubbish pile. Let's see if we can actually... sorry, no. Edit designation. See if we can actually grow on that. You see that one? Ground is not fertile. Yeah, so these we could do up here. That one not so much. Good. Good to know. The other thing I was going to potentially do was build some more rainwater harvesters, but the problem is they only have an average collection of 1.7. So for example, in order to make it up to 29.2, I think I would need, what was it, something like 18? Just to feed, just to feed that. Yeah, 17, you'd need 18 roughly in order to feed that. And that's just what we have at the moment. Now that that is done, we can re-concrete that. Oh, yes, we'd started to lower, well, not lower the level, but only fill to a lower level over here as well, because we wanted to make another giant forest. This is going to be not doable. I recognise that, but I can dream. I think we should probably start to think about actually paving some of this. Low supply of coal. Not totally surprised considering we're mining out a mountain. Let's see where you're going. You are actually going to the coal mine. Okay. We may actually want to assign another lorry to this. Or two. Oh, health is too low. Typical. What's our digging situation like? We are just going to dig straight through, really, aren't we? Okay. How's our research looking? In a nice little store. We're gonna need... oh god. Let's see just how much we need. No. 1440 minus 708. 732 divided by 6.1. We're going to need 120 research. Which actually isn't as bad as I was expecting. So I am going to actually set this going and it can just chug along. Now that I think about it. How is the oil rig doing? Oh god. Not good. Okay, I think we're going to have to start repairs on this oil rig. Because we only have 83 years of material left in this one, and if we run out, we are doomed. That is going to eat up a lot of resources though, building that. Oh, you blocked due to a full output. We've got loads of rock removal. Guess not enough though. Actually, I'm going to do... I want to do can import if... can't receive. Never mind. Also, why can't it just be taken there? That's what I don't get. Right, that's used up a load of resources. $140. A lot to make. Let's get making. Hello, Creed. It is indeed a wild Waz. Well, wild insofar as Mondays are my standard days now. My standard day now for streaming. How are you doing, Creed? Are you doing well? Another nerd, welcome. Tired still on the Digimon grind. I didn't know you were on the Digimon grind, if I'm honest. What game is this? Which Digimon game? I mean, I've never watched Digimon, I've never played Digimon, but I can still remember the theme song. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Or at least that part of it, anyway. Going for the Mega Plus difficult achievement. I will take your word for it. Right, what's doing our health in? A lack of water, probably. Yeah. I think there's a groundwater source up here, but we can't get to it. Yeah, there is. But we don't have a way up at the moment. These are words I don't know, I'm afraid, Creed. Sorry. Right, can I build 18 of these? 1, 2, 3. Would block that off. 4. That wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing, though. Five, 6. Seven, 8. Hang up. It's an awful lot of resources just for a very small amount of water. The copper isn't looking great. Ah, but that's a lack of workers more than anything else. Which, I mean, is still not good. Was you... Iron is struggling. Right, okay. I need to rejig some things. I mean, I'm definitely still tempted to just build this. As expensive as it is. When you get at least a trickle coming in. And water does provide quite a big boost. But if I was going to do that, I'd need to do it for food instead, really. We really can't afford for the irrigation tanks to become empty. Although, do you know what? Maybe we can. We've got 23 months of food. Might actually be fine for a little bit. Lurk, need nap. No worries. See you in a bit, another nerd. Thank you for the lurk. But yeah, we are struggling for workers. don't know what I can do. I don't know what I can turn off. The only thing I can really think I can turn off is the research lab, but that's only 12 workers anyway out of 73. I need the water. I absolutely have to have the water input for this. So that's 4. Let's see if we can get all 18 in that we need. It's 4, 5. Oops. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, honestly, I think 14 might be enough to kind of get us going. I mean, we can't even build all those 14, but yeah. Because we're going to need to connect everything up. Do that as a route, and then just I can't join if not flat. Do one more. Do that, do that. Connect. It'd almost be worth having an extra tank. I'm completely honest. Maybe on this side. Oh, I could use this area as well for water collecting. That might be a better idea, actually. Because that's much more out of the way then. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. That'll fit in nicely. Oh, I can't work this out. To be honest, it might not be a bad idea to have a bunch of these anyway, so that we don't have to use the coal as much. I quite like that idea. Having a water farm. Yeah, it's going to be a dribble, but... Actually, we're going to do it. That. And we're going to have them facing each other, so that we don't have pointless extra row at the end. Is that hovering the edge a little too much? I think it is. Okay, we got this. It's agreed. It's you, hero. How are you? No, Naka got talking about you. Your reprobate neighbours at 6:30. Oof. I suppose that is actually on the line. Let's do that. And let's butt them up against each other there. How many is there in a stack? What? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So there's 10, so you'll get 17 water per stack. Oof. That's not a lot. Probably should have done the pipes before pasting it down. But you know what? Never mind. So it's all going that way. We get 17 water out of that. Well, that's why I didn't do it, clearly. That's what because we don't do smart things here. Oh, that's a lot of materials. Okie dokie. 17, this is 1734. 51. This massive setup is 51 water a second. That is not a lot of water for the amount of space that is using. But I kind of have no choice. we need to flatten over there. A little bit. A wee little bit. Oh no, we can do that. That's an awful lot of space for 57 water. For 51 water. But I think I have to. Just feels wrong. Right. Let's have a look. Water. Consumption is about 278-ish. 270. Jesus. So it's about 300. So if we wanted to get to 300, we'd need 6 of these at least. It's over a... That's nearly 1,500 construction parts. No. Sorry, that is 6 times 1,500. It's about 9,000 construction parts-ish. Just to keep the colony watered. Okie dokie. Well, we might just have to do it. We might just have to do it. I think I'm going to have to build this, though. Because we absolutely are struggling with health. And growth. And therefore growth. Which is hurting our ability to work. We just don't have the people. Don't want to build this. Let's at least give a little bit of a gap. Although oh yeah. We can do that. We can put 2 things of water together for each one of these. We put 3 to be fair. Because these will never Yeah, they're never going to get up to quantity anyway. Okay, and then we're going to need to pipe all of it across. Which is going to suck. Need to go to about there. Ooh. No. Oi. Well, right, we need to get it in line with this bottom bit. Right, and that would be the route across. And we can always add a water doodad here. We could actually just tie into that later if we decided we wanted to. But that'll push water all the way to the settlement. There's one heck of a long pipeline. Not the longest pipeline we've got, but it's going to take quite a bit of material. Yeah. Yep, alright. We can always move the pipe later if we need to. Go for it. Get building. We need to get this water going. This really is going to be expensive, but I think we definitely need to do it. We might just have to do it in bits. How are we doing for ship? Ooh, not good. Research. We're almost out of research. And I've barely made a dent. Okay, you're still digging. You better not be putting dirt down. Some of that looks like dirt, unless it's just waste. Might just be waste, to be fair. Yeah, because they can't dump they can't dump dirt. Oh no, it's slag. It's not dirt, it's slag. Of course. That's all fine then. Oh. We're actually kind of caught up. No, stop. How on earth did you manage to do a flat line like that? Good evening, Depumu. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Ugh. We just need to get some copper through, to be fair. We're struggling with people on this at this point. Or rather a lack of people. Struggling with people is your daily business. Yep, fair point. Wait, what? How can you be a 6 and still have people when that one's a 5? I don't understand. Okay, we are healthy again. Why they aren't getting built, I do not know. Oh, I do know. I don't know. No, I actually don't know why they're not getting built. Could just be a lack of vehicles to take the stuff, to be fair. Oh, maintenance is plummeting again. We need to get this coal going. Not coal, copper. I mean, coal is also a problem, but copper is the immediate one. Right. Right, alright, alright. You know what? These are urgent. I want them built. I want them built. Oh, I know what I can do. That'll help. Is actually build a new output from that. And then leave that as not a priority. Yeah. I know it's a bit of an extra set of materials, but it allows us to actually balance it. So that it doesn't just steal everything. Just while we're waiting for copper to be produced, I think we might have to release some of that. Because we do need the copper to catch up again. We also need to be doing maintenance. Which we are now doing. It's cutting it kind of close though. People are a struggle. Best solution? Hit yourself in the face. To be fair, that's sort of what I've done with these settings, is hit myself in the face. So you're not far wrong. I have kind of done the equivalent of that. Maintenance 1 is on the rise again. Ish. Spirals are spiraling. I'm spiraling. It's true. It is sad but true. But we are on the go again. Wait, what? Oh, I set the wrong thing there. That should have been 10. That should be I. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, just straight up lack of people again. Got to love it. Right, I need to be on it a bit more with getting the population growing while I can. While we do have the positive, I need to take advantage of the positive. It'll struggle with our roughly 1,000 kilometers from there, so you can't bonk them. Oh, what is it? Shout at them? Yeah, I was right, bonk them. How about you rent a tank and drive over? Then they'll worry. Feel the wrath of Dapumu. Okay, mining is being mined. Let's do another 2 rows. Add another there. The employer wouldn't look kindly on that. Also, that's the Alps, not the best tank area. Well, sure, the tanks these days are pretty good. Need more workers. Pronto. Really, I have to go all the way up to 4. Grief. That's concerning. Let's boost. See if we can get some more. Construction parts. Really? 6? You're going to take 6? I mean, you taking 4? I'm sure I said no part loads. Ugh. Spare me. Jeez. Oh, maintenance is looking much better though. Water is only +2. Yeah, not surprised because we didn't fulfill the quota, but we did at least fulfill some of it. Which means we're not growing anymore, which means we're going to undo all of the work we've just done. Which is annoying. Whatever. We do at least have one of these up. We have 2, 4 water. It's going to take 72 construction parts. You know what? I'm just going to rush building that. I'm completely honest, because I don't want to have to deal with the trucks doing it. They're already busy enough. Got flu. All because of a lack of water. Well, partly because of a lack of water. Mostly because of a lack of things going well. Still at 200. How's our actual oil rig? 77 years left. We've already lost 10 years. And we're not even halfway to the next oil rig. Wow. don't need to boost you anymore. Because you've no iron. Maintenance, what's lacking in maintenance? Oh, just mechanical part production. Oh, that's fine. Lab equipment is done with. We can pause that for now. We're down to 9 months of food. Possibly because, yeah, we have no irrigation. I mean, we've got no workers anyway, so we can't even rely on that regardless. Right, I definitely need to be keeping the water up. $119. We're so close. And then we just need another 40 after that. We are almost at the point where we caught up again on maintenance, which means we will stop bleeding mechanical parts. Although we are going to be using mechanical parts for research, so I think I'm just going to split it for now. Until we can get that water done. Although it is outputting to belts, so we're going to not output to belts until we've got 120, just because we need to get more. Again, you get more still, rather. Copper is still the problem. Copper problem being we are full of rock. Okay, high priority. Get rid of this rock, please, for the love of everything. You're going to get some rock from the copper. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Boop. Almost at the part where we can just let the water do its thing and gradually build new rainwater collectors. Which will make the things more consistent. The people living more consistent. $32. Ah, there we go. So there is a bunch of water in there. These are collecting 1.7 every so often. What we'll do is we'll unpause a new one every so often. We will let it build get rid of that boost. We are... Well, we're out of construction part stuff at this point. So I'm going to put you back down to 8, I think. Because at this point we just need people. The way we get people is we need actually more food. It's still low on the old groundwater front, but we've got a little bit of a store up. So we can at least pump water back in for a bit while we rebuild the population. On food, you can do this. Whoa, maintenance just dropped off a cliff. Alright, copper, what's going on? But it's not blocked at all. We just don't have much copper. Yeah. Yeah. Ideally we need to be digging out the rock that's on top of what this backload of copper, but the problem with that is that if we do that, we can't get enough copper to then keep the maintenance going. But if we just mine this copper that's here, we then are still left with this later. Conundrum. Conundrum indeed. Right. Yeah, we're not getting copper through at all. Alright. We'll do another quick side mine. Just so we get some before things really start breaking down a lot again. I'm gonna actually dribble a little bit through for maintenance purposes. Just so we don't get totally messed up. Did I just tell you to prioritize rock? Apparently not. I'd like you to do copper, I'd like you to do rock, please. You're just completely ignoring me, aren't you? Well, everybody does. 220. I think I'm gonna try and build up 100 construction parts again. Of both types. Ooh, but we are only down by 20 people at this point. $30.2. I mean, this is at least providing a little bit of the demand. It's an absolutely minuscule amount of the demand, but it is something. Ooh, I need to change that priority back. Nearly forgot about that. Copper is struggling. We're going to put that back to 6. Yep. You can go to 7. You may as well go to 6. You to 6 as well. Now that we're caught up a little bit. Business as usual? Yeah. Yeah. The inevitable slow collapse of the society. Business as usual. Although we are at least... Oh, I know why we're actually starting to get there in terms of workers. It's because buildings are breaking down, meaning that we're no longer requiring the workers there. Oh look, yep. Oh, so marvellous. But at least we're doing the more efficient maintenance. So that is at least something. We are sort of generating more maintenance. Getting more construction parts. Yeah. Something like that. 7 months left. Not exactly a great number, is it? Broken down, low food. Mining designations here. We're trying to fix the maintenance. The only problem is it doesn't last very long, our attempted fix. Come on, Copper. You can do this. Just about struggling on by. -7. Oh, disease. Great. Well, I know it's not an amazing amount, but it is at least going to help. Of water, that is. You are my rock digger. You were going to make progress while the other one makes mining priority coal, rock on the other one. 2 on coal, 1 on rock as a priority. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool. Oh, wow, we have weirdly got a lot of coal. Is that an actual slightly filling up water tank? I do believe it is. Probably from all the water that's being brought over, but still. It's helping. What's wrong here? We just need workers. Get that up and running. That's a priority 9. I think we need to put that at priority 9 as well. Probably a priority 10 for that one. Yeah, priority 10. The maintenance is just on the cusp of being enough to keep up. then just fails right as we get there. Be enough. $20. I'm a fan of more water. I don't know, it's not a huge amount, but an average of 1.7 every 60. 2.4 every 60. It helps. It helps. It's not amazing, admittedly. But maintenance is holding, which means we've caught up. Yeah, we're back at 100, so things aren't going to be breaking down. We may actually see a slight increase. Ooh, does that mean we have a third one built? Good. Still nowhere near where we need to be, but it helps. I'm going to let the normal construction parts build up again for a little bit, and only actually introduce a new water thing when we've filled up to the blue on there, and we're actually starting to output some. That's the only time I'll actually allow any to go through. Starting to get a build up again, which is good. These electrical parts. So I'm going to actually try and build some up properly again for the next time we get a close call. I'm only going to do it this cycle up to 160, and I'm going to let that build as well. Starting to get more concrete blocks again, which is good. Is building. Maintenance is back on the flow. Construction parts are being made much more rapidly now. Okay, we've got some going across. We're going to actually build it up again. I'm going to let that sit at 180. The maintenance going up. Start making other things again. Okie dokie, we're back on the we're back on the rise. We are back on the rise. Ooh. And we are, there we go, making some more construction 2s. Which means the next harvester is available to be built. No disease, but we do have something going on. Oh, yeah, everything's polluting again because it's all running. That's what's going on. Okay. Going to allow vehicle parts to be made as well. So we're going to spread the excess around. In a good way. Some more research heading over. That's a good point. How much have we built up? We've built up a little bit. So we are going to get some research done. Oh, that is actually just full. Well, hello there, welcome in. How are you doing? How have you been? You doing all right? Good evening. Right, that's just waiting for materials to be brought over. Oh, I have the vehicle. Oh, why did I leave the vehicle depot turned on? No wonder I didn't have very many workers as well. I think another 4 trucks is probably a good idea. Doing well enough. Got a pretty serious blister, but it'll heal. Boo. Did you get it doing something fun, at least? Making it therefore worthwhile getting. Oh, a 5k run. Well done. Congrats. I can't run anymore. My knee is done. Done in. I used to be decent at running, but I don't know what happened to my knee, but it just doesn't just doesn't anymore. You know? It'd be great if it did. But if I start running, it doesn't. It takes maybe 100 meters or something, and then it's agony. Like, if I walk around for too long, then my knee gives in as well. Which then means I start compensating with my hip for the knee, meaning that then my hip gives in. It's a vicious cycle. One that I really wish wasn't the case. wrong recommend to go to bed when that happens. It usually happens when I'm out and about though, so I can't just go straight to bed. Like, it doesn't always give out, but on the times it does, it gets really annoying. With an 8. Get some more vehicles going. You just go to bed then and there. Lie down in the middle of the street. Throw a tantrum like a toddler would. I like that plan. Whoa, what has happened to my health? I mean, there's no water for a start, but it's still absurd. Which means we're losing more people than we're gaining overall. Which is a problem. Alright, I see why I had this up like that. Do need more vehicles out and about though. Hopefully that'll at least help a little bit. Why is there a disease? It's not healthy. Come on, I need this urgently built. Cool. Then we'll be up to 4.8 water every 60 on average. Down 55 people again. Can't maintain. Just can't maintain. This is insane. $117. 117, we are going to go for the next. We're going to go for the next. Because the more of this we get, the easier it becomes to keep the health higher. Meaning that we can keep the people that we grow. Research. How's that doing? I mean, it's still technically going. We are getting closer to being able to do steel. Which we're going to then need to set up. Ugh. And we are going to have to then do construction 3. I'm not liking this. Ooh. How do we make glass? Oh. To be fair, water recovery would be a great thing. Oh, there's glass making. That's really far away. I almost need to get edicts too, to be fair. Because then I can benefit. Okay, we're not doing any more construction of these for a little while. Still sending water through. Oh, I've gone too far. The reason we're not is because we don't have building materials. Because we don't have people. Because we're just generally not doing well. Next. Copper is struggling again. Not totally sure why, to be honest. Could just be the workers. So the other option is we just boost that for a bit. Let it do double. Yeah, we'll leave that doubling for a while. The very essence of resource management games, yeah. With the added twist of it's on a stupid difficulty. Rather, it's on a stupidly difficult difficulty. I'm not a fan of that copper. Or lack thereof. Copper. Although it looks like it was actually just low because it was being brought over. In hindsight. Excuse the cough. Do you know what? This is looking much better. This water management. Food is also looking good. Reserves are not. I'm going to pause them briefly. Let them continue to build back up. See if we can get that bouncing cycle of getting them higher. We are definitely doing better now that we've figured out the population growth trick. Well, this growth boost is better than just using the beacon. It's much more consistent. Much more consistent. It's not as fast, but it is probably the better way of doing it. The more stable way of doing it. Only 19 workers down. Let's start working on paving up here. Doesn't have to be an immediate paving. So that's 45 going in. Needing 31.4. Oh god. Health. The water is definitely making a difference. Just so much pollution. So much pollution. So much that I'm not actually sure how we remedy it. Or if we even can. Slowly closing in on the steel smelting. Little by little. Vegetables are going to dry out. That's kind of okay. Still like sport. We're still allowing water to be taken, which is totally fine, I think, with that, because we're not. Yeah, we're not overusing at this point. It is technically still going up. And there we go, we are finally making some more construction part 2s. Yeah, we're going to have to redesign. And actually a redesign would be good because not only is it faster, it uses fewer workers. So if we can build it in the newer buildings, that's actually probably a better idea. Yeah, because it's 8, but it's considerably faster, probably. Oh, not more maths. So, construction parts. 24 construction parts for what is it? What? Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Okay. Well, regardless, it's probably going to be easier doing it via this one, isn't it? It's going to be 18 iron for 24 versus 24 iron. That is actually less efficient in terms of iron. More efficient in terms of wood and concrete, but less efficient in terms of iron. If I'm understanding that correctly, which feels slightly backwards. Because steel is made using molten steel, which uses 24 molten iron, but molten iron can be used to directly to make 1-to-1 iron. So that uses more iron. which isn't quite what I was expecting. I've done the maths right there, haven't I? 24. 3 iron. No, hang on. Wait a second. So that is actually 2 steel and 2 wood and 3 concrete slabs to make 4 construction parts. That's the one I actually need to look at. Hold up. 2, 2, 3 versus 3, 3, 4. 4. That does use 4 iron or molten iron, 2 wood, 3 concrete slabs. That uses 3 molten iron, 3 wood, 4 concrete slabs. So it's more efficient in terms of wood and iron. Sorry, it's more efficient in terms of wood and concrete slabs, but it's less efficient in terms of iron. Unless I'm missing something. And I'm not sure if I am okay with that. In all honesty. I feel like wood and concrete we're absolutely fine for. So oddly, I think I need to not go for the iron, for the steel recipe. Because it's not as efficient. For the iron, which is the one that I'm going to struggle with. Unless someone can tell me what idiotic counting I'm doing. Does concrete use iron? Also, hello there, Nico. No, concrete uses slag, manufactured sand and cement, which gets rid of byproducts of rock and slag. And limestone is also used up in cement, which I suppose does technically use coal, but it's not a very... It's like 0.75 coal per bag. And I think iron is my bigger problem than... No, I actually don't know. It's more effective time-wise, but I'm less concerned about the time, I think. I'm more concerned about the efficiency of the resources. And coal I can get from burning wood. How are you doing, Nico? Playing Minecraft? Nice. Any mods or just vanilla. We'll put that as a build queue and then it will potentially just build as and when. I haven't played vanilla since 1.5.4. I've no idea how long ago that was. I've not really played Minecraft properly in probably I don't know, 2018? No. When was the switch to the Microsoft accounts? Um, ...2020 was when it's opened, and it was probably, I don't know, maybe 5 years before that. Some close to a decade, I think. 1.5 was around 2013. Ow. Definitely played it more recent than that. Ew. We seem to have run out of cement. We'd better get some cooking up. Although to be fair, I haven't played vanilla in a long time. Actually, when was the end introduced? Late 2011. Huh. Because I've no idea how to do the end stuff. And I know that it was introduced and I played a little bit longer, but I never understood. Oh, yeah, I know you can pave under buildings. I did it under this thing. I was actually going to check, but it doesn't seem to have made a difference to the requirements for maintenance. So the reason the gaps are there is because I've been prioritizing where the vehicles are going. Because they're currently the biggest drain on my maintenance issues. I've been building these rainwater harvesters to get me some water for the settlement in a much more effective way. Well, not effective so much as consistent way. Because we're having a serious problem with workers, and a big part of that is not having the water supply to counteract the pollution problems. Yeah, there's no benefit to, like, you can't save building maintenance, can you? Which is why I'm not prioritizing paving under the buildings so much, because it's more to do with it's more to do with I need to save something. I need to save it for where the vehicles are going to go. Is more the thing. If that makes sense. Right, research. Ooh, we're nearly there. Oh, we're going to make it. And we'll have steel smelting, which I can then start to set up. And it's done. We've got steel smelting. Okay, oxygen furnace, air separator, cooled caster. The next research we're going to do is probably construction 3. That or edicts 2, at which point we can then increase the research efficiency by 15%, which will save us a bunch of research in the long run. So I'm actually going to do that, because we can also then health boost and quarantine. Taking a break from 180 hours of Borderlands 4. Did you manage to get back into playing it a bit following the annoyance, shall we say? The severe annoyance. Let's have a look at the water. No, not that one. We've actually had a dip in... Oh, of course we've had a dip in consumption. I've turned them off up here. How are we doing on these? 7,000. Looking good. Looking good. It was really bad later on. You almost threw the keyboard out the window after dying on 20% remaining on the 6th phase. Oh. That bad. That's not good. Should get that out of the way a little bit. Come on, get off. Then where's your terraforming? Okay. We can afford to edit the area slightly. And then we can work on filling up that dirt as well. Remember the issue with iron? It's used by so much byproducts that you had to relax the abuse of iron by switching some crafters to steel. Hold on. I thought, well, I thought steel was less efficient than iron because you make one steel from two iron effectively. You did finish the main story as you got the credits roll and then went into endgame. Wait, hang on. And then you went into endgame. You're already on Ultimate Vault Hunter rank 2. Hang on, is this iron? Is the iron thing to do with Captain of Industry or Borderlands? What's this iron ore into iron plates and steel plates? Yes, but it takes for every it takes one molten iron to make one iron, but it takes two molten iron to make one molten steel, and then one molten steel makes one steel effectively. Iron plates are used by so many products. You use like 4 times more iron plates than steel plates. So you either make more iron plate furnaces or you use steel instead. But my understanding is that it is less efficient in terms of the actual iron, right? So if you're building more it takes more machines to do the iron process, but it's more efficient for the iron, right? Yeah, because it's 2 molten iron per steel. And then 1 molten steel to 1 steel plate, which means you've got, for the equivalent molten iron, where you'd get 12 iron, you're only getting 6 steel. Matter of consuming 400 iron plates per second for you. Yeah, that's fair. I can imagine that if you've actually got a reasonably stable set of settings and aren't on these ridiculous ore mining yield and world mine deposits and costs and all that crap, it makes a bit less. It's a bit less important to be more efficient with the iron, I guess. You can afford to go for the faster one. Is I guess the difference. I think it's just more trucks, to be fair. Yeah, I get that the steel probably is the faster method. But I think for me it does come down to the lack of materials to be used for the steel. So I think I need more iron. I need to use the iron more than the steel. Just in terms of an efficiency difference for the iron, because I can grow trees, and limestone I'm just drowning in. I've got so much limestone, it's just silly. I don't think I'm ever going to have a problem with limestone, really. Whereas iron, I'm actively having a problem with. Well, usually actively having a problem with. Right now I'm actually doing okay on it. Uh-oh, copper. Oh, that doesn't need to be being boosted. Copper, 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 copper. What are you doing digging over there? Did I do that? I do not recall doing that, but fair enough. If I did, I did. I'm going to switch over here though, just because we do need the copper going. Oh, Matt Scratch! Hello! I didn't reply, I've only just seen your message now, so... You have an ad? Yeah, back now. Hello! The walking typo is back. The walking tie-up. How are you doing, Matt? Hope you're doing well. So much rock. This typo will now go to bed. It's 11 PM and you need to work tomorrow. Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to be ending soon myself, to be fair. I'm sorry, Matt. I need to be going to bed too. Stranger from the outside. Whoa. Shikaloi. It is indeed Shikaloi. Wait, what's going on with this? Guess it's just a small thing that makes a slight difference, I guess. Raves back. Right, good night, Shikaloi, by the way, if you've not already gone. Sleep well. She's slightly struggling to keep up with the cement at this point. We're actually slightly struggling. We have 3 months of food. On pause. On pause. How's the groundwater doing? Groundwater's doing fine. Eep, eep, eep. Not good, not good, not good. Oh no, we're going to undo all of the hard work of... Oh, it's... Oh. They're all going to starve. Reduction. Give me a little bit of time, please. Please, please, please. Get me some potatoes. Get me some potatoes. Ah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get the potatoes down there. Go, 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 go. Please. I'm begging. No, the deaths have begun. Right, you're off before we abandon you. Sorry, Matt. It was good. It was nice of you to drop in. It's just poor timing, unfortunately. Nice to check in briefly. Hope you have a nice eve and all are well. You too as well, Matt. Thank you for dropping in. Have some Lays and a Pepsi. Have some Walkers and a Pepsi. As we call it in the UK. Still got some food technically in there. Oh, please hurry up, food trucks. Where are you? Move with some purpose. We have 2 months of food. Ciao, ciao. Come on, vegetables. Do your magic. Get vegetabled quickly. Okay, we could have lost more workers, to be fair. Still struggling, but theoretically, the vegetables are on the way. There we go. Disease. Yeah, I'm not surprised there's a disease. Everyone was starving for a little bit. Potatoes on the way. That was not good. Disease, vehicle. Why is that still so bad? The disease is only 5. Oh, food is so low. Okay, right. Yep, I get it. Let's get food consumption back to normal. That should hopefully help our food imbalance, disease imbalance, rather. Stem the slight collapse of our population. Okay, food is looking better. Just a disease problem now. Okay. Okay. This is a delicate balancing act, and that we're not balancing very well. $280 out of 480. Oh gosh. 60 years left. This could actually be quite a close one. Right, I think I'm going to call it there though. No available places. Of course there's available places. There's all of this to build. Nope, we actually don't want that there. Because that'll start dumping dirt into the sea. We have 4 months of food though. 5. Okay, we're sort of getting back on track a little. Give that a quick boost. Just because I want to get more mechanical parts out so we can get more research out, which means we can get to the next stuff quicker. Take advantage of the slight backlog of iron that we do have. While we have it. Okay, definitely stopping there. So, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much for making it this far, if you've made it this far. Consider subscribing on YouTube as well, staying in the loop. And yeah, otherwise, I'll see you next time for more Captain of Industry, where more progress will hopefully be made and not so many spirals. But see you later, YouTube. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.